Welcome to the third time that you're getting me this week for new product launch. So, welcome in, guys. I am going to be live in 5 different locations today for this live. I'm going to be live on our Facebook page, our Facebook group, our Instagram, our YouTube, and our TikTok. I haven't started my TikTok live yet because they yell at me when I say certain words. So, if you are coming in, good morning, guys. And if you don't see a red live flashing up here, go ahead down to the comment section and comment #replay and the city and state that you are watching from to hopefully I get a notification. So if you guys have any questions, good morning, guys. Good morning, Joy. Hi, Sherry. Hey, everybody. So hopefully I get a notification. And if you guys have any questions, I can get that answered. I'm going to show you everything for new product launch today that just hit the website. As of right now, the website is currently locked. The password to shop the website is LOVE, L-O-V-E. That is going to allow you on the back end of the website to shop before it opens to everybody at noon. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share this to our group. I am going to go live on TikTok, so it's going to be like, sometimes it's going to look like I'm like talking in code because they like to violate me every time I open my mouth over there. I usually get like 4 minutes in before they hit me with a violation. So I'm going to try not to say website. It's prettypersonal.com. I'm getting it all out of my system now. All right, guys, good morning. All right, so I'm starting my live over there, and then we're going to get this shared to the group. So the secret word is love, L-O-V-E. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Okay, so I have it shared to the group. Let me just pin it. Hi, Leslie. Hey, Princess. Hi, Joy. How are you? Okay, let me just get it pinned. How many of you guys are off today? Did you guys take the long weekend? Hi, boo-boo. How are you? All right, so it's pinned in the group. All right, let me pull it up so I can see comments. I know, JT. I am seeing how long it's going to take before they yell at me, but I'm here. So if you guys are watching comments and if you guys are watching comments and if you see people asking questions, knowing that my hands are tied with words that I may need to say to get those answered, please feel free to answer questions in the comments if you know the correct answers. The word that everybody is going to be looking for is love, L-O-V-E. That's going to get you early access. Thanks for the heart me, Sharon. Good morning, guys. So, okay, we're shared everywhere. Put your cart up with a few of your products. I don't have my products on TikTok Shop, though. I don't have any of our products on TikTok Shop. Hi, Balto. Okay, so we have JT and Balto in the comments. So they are huge helpers. I didn't see Ilka pop in yet, but I may have missed her. They are huge helpers with comments. Thank you, Amy. I didn't see you in there, too. Hold on. Let me see if I could pin that. There we go. So that word, love, is what everybody's going to be looking for. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. You're at work? It's okay, Leslie. I'm at work, too. I worked all week. I've been at work all week. Hi, Mindy. All right. So everything is going to open at noon. But since you guys are here now, you can use the word love and grab what you need to get. All right. So let's show. I have a couple things. You guys you want to see how smart I was? You know, yesterday when I was live, I had to run to fill up my bowl. Look, I took hot water and I put it in this can koozie. JT made me this. No, Miranda made me this one. So it's literally bobbing in my warm water for a warm water bath if we want to do a snow globe. Isn't that fun? So I was like, oh my God, I wish I had an insulated cup. I'm like, oh my God, that's what we do here. Hello. So I'm super excited about that. So let's go over the drop. let's go over the drop. And then I have 2 crafts that I prepped for. Actually, we could do 3 that I prepped for if you guys wanted to hang out for a little bit. All right, let me just go ahead and put this down. Alrighty, so it's prettypersonal.com. We have 3 bundles that are on for launch. If you go to It's Pretty Personal, you enter, good morning, Erica. You enter love. That's going to allow you early access. And there is the glitter bundle, there is the UV bundle, and then there is the vinyl bundle. All right, so you can grab them as bundles and save. Thanks for the heart me, guys. Or you can do individual. Totally up to you. But I'm going to show you all of the bundles and everything that is in them. And then you guys can decide what you want to grab. Please remember, if you are new, the glitter, thanks for the heart me, guys. The glitter this week, all 3 colors are cherished colors, which means they are limited edition. Thanks for the gift, guys. So they are all limited edition. So what that means is once they are gone for good. And typically they are what sell out first. So we have the bundle or individual while supplies last for the glitter. Okay, so yeah, guys, please feel free to share, like, hopefully that keeps me out of the doghouse. Thanks, Amy. You guys, I got a text message from Havoc's breeder this morning saying he was ready. But we were going somewhere for my son's birthday tomorrow, so I can't pick him up until Monday or Tuesday. But our little baby is coming. So, yeah, he's hitchhiking waiting for me. So, you know what that means? Wildcard Wednesday next week is going to be with our new little peanut. Oh, good. You guys got the maker yesterday. You guys, those sold out. Those sold out. Okay, let's go over this. If you want to get in early, use LOVE, L-O-V-E. That's going to allow you in for early access. If not, everything is going to be open to the public at noon. Oh, you better not. I can't wait to get him, guys. Okay, vinyl number 1. This is B719. This is JT's favorite. Look at the detail, the depth, the 3D shadows, the texture of the fur. How fun is this pattern? You guys, I promise you it's not 3D. It's just a sheet of vinyl. But the print is absolutely magical. So vinyl number 1. Thanks for sharing, guys. Thank you, thank you. Vinyl number 2, because we said bows aren't going anywhere. Happy Friday. And then it is B720. Look at how pretty this is. It is so dainty and so girly with the bows. I just absolutely love this. And honestly, when you get up close, it looks like watercolor pattern. I love it. So pattern number 2. Let's do this one next. Pattern number 3, it's Cowboy Lover, Lonely Hearts Club. I love, this is B718. It's like these gold frames with like the Valentine's Day Cupid. I love the look of this pattern. This is honestly what inspired the whole drop. So vinyl number 3. I'm trying to keep up with comments, guys. I know, I can't wait for you guys to meet him either. Vinyl number 3. Vinyl number 4 is a V-split helper, but I absolutely loved this like heart with the gold glitter heart patterns. And I got it in 4 different colors, so I thought, why not make a V-split with all 4 patterns? So this is B721. It is a V-split helper. So that's you can mix and match together. You can do 4 separate tumblers. You can do 2 and mix and match, but I loved the pattern on this, and I loved all of the color options. The word that you're looking for is love, Tosh. L-O-V-E. Then we have our versatile vinyl helper. So this is B722. Good morning, Whitney. 722. And this is going to be 7 different patterns in different sizes and shapes for you to mix and match together for your projects. So this is permanent vinyl that can be used on any hard, solid surface. We're going to work on one today that we actually have on a tumbler, but you can use the permanent vinyl on any hard, solid surface. Definitely a notebook cover would do. All right, so this is B722. And then we have our newest patchwork helper. So this is B723. So this is a 12 by 12 sheet that can be used to wrap 20 ounce straights, 30 ounce straights. This is a 22 ounce fatty from Hog. And I was going to work on this. Oh, I just got my restriction. Gotcha. I knew it was coming. So there is the patchwork helper that you wrap your tumbler in. You can either use cheat glitter on the entire sheet, or you can block off your glitter sections and glitter where it has the suggested glitter colors. So I definitely want to work on this live today. You didn't miss much. We're here. So they're for the vinyl bundle. Okay, so you can grab individual or in the bundle. Then we have the UV bundle. Let's see how many come in this bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I went crazy. There's 8 in this bundle. But they're all so good. They're all so good. Hold on, let me mirror that so you guys could at least read this. Okay, so this is number 692. Yours, no refund. So these are UV DTFs to be used on solid, hard surfaces. If you want, we can do a snow globe today with some of the UVs. You guys just let me know. All right, I know I always leave you hanging for the glitter bundle. So number 1. Then 693 is if I had feelings, they'd be for you. For all of my spooky girls. But look at the bow on her head. I love it. Number 3 is number 694. This has been everybody's favorite. So this is the heart bow, but look at the dimension in that. Isn't it so cute? I love adding the bows on the tips of the V-splits. Like, if you have your V-split come down, how can I do this? Nope. Like that? This is good. Listen, I'm not even trying, I promise. If you have your V-split come down like that and you put the bow just on the tip, I love how that looks. You guys get my visual? I know. You guys get it. Number 695 is the XOXO. Thank you, guys. And so it begins. That didn't take long, right? You already got the violation. I know, I already got it. I already got it. Who cares? We're going raw dogging it now for the rest of the live. The XOXO. Then we have number 696, Cupid's favorite hot mess. Who can relate? Who can relate? Then we have 697, Love Looks Good on Me. Oh, thank you. 698, it says, Hugs, Be Mine, Love, Happy Valentine's Day, February Kisses, XOXO. So it's like, I love the mashup. You know what this reminds me of? Those, I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this too. Those like ransom letters. You know when somebody gets like, when back in the day when people used to get kidnapped and they used to cut out like the pieces of the magazine to like not show their handwriting. Doesn't that remind you of that? And then we have number 699, Not Today, Cupid. Can't wait to do that with some lover. Ooh, JT, I can't wait to see. Good morning from windy Texas. Yeah, it's starting to warm up here, guys. Remember how cold I told you it was yesterday? We had ice on our roof and everything, but it's starting to warm up. All right. Burn book vibes. There you go. Was I showing my age with the ransom letters? Just say that, Balto. Just say I looked like an old lady. All right. Let me go ahead and point you down. And we will get into everybody's favorite part, which is the glitter. Okay? We'll start with number 1. It is Raspberry Radiance. Balto, we can do that. So this is a Cherish. It's a little bit on the finer side, so it's more of like a medium cut, I would say. But it is like the prettiest, like burgundy and pink, and there's like hints of opal in this custom mix. Look at how pretty that is. You can purchase now. If you go to It's Pretty Personal, you're going to type in love. Thank you guys for helping in the comments. So look at how pretty that is. So this is number 1. This is the Raspberry Radiance. It is so pretty. Okay. Cherish number 1. Cherish number 2 is Lover's Lane Luxe. This is the perfect Valentine's Day mix. You literally have reds, fuchsias, like a blush pink, a champagne. There's literally a little bit of everything in here. This is the perfect mix when I think of Valentine's Day. I know, Balto, you noticed that. I made the acrylic engagement ring the deal for today to go with the drop. You see? It's all, I thought it all out. All right, so this is Cherish Glitter number 2, Lover's Lane Luxe. Yep, we did the engagement ring as the flash deal. All right, look how pretty. Show us my nails. Aren't they cute for Valentine's Day? We did them because of the drop. I wanted to match for you guys. All right, number 2. And then number 3, I think this one is my favorite. It's called Rosé and Rust. It adds in all of those pretty Valentine's Day, but then we threw in an opal in the mix, and we threw a little bit of like a darker copper. It reminds me of like Valentine's Day chocolates. So this is Rosé and Rust. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. I know I have to open everything up for the public at noon. But if you want to get in now, just type in love. I love this one too. This is probably my favorite from the drop. This is Rosé and Rust. All right. Thank you guys. Okay, and you may have noticed that we added keychain kits. Let me show you. We worked on this. When did we do this? Wednesday? I think we did this Wednesday, but I'll show you guys. So this is the one that we did together on Wednesday. And the kit, I think it's like $3.50, and then you can use an affiliate on that. It comes with your acrylic blank. This one goes, hold on, let me make sure. Yep. So it comes with your acrylic blank and your UV to go on top. So you literally can buy the kit, and the acrylic blank already has the keychain hole in it. It comes with the UV that fits perfectly on top, and you can do little glittered Valentine's Day keychains. How cute are these for, what is it called for Valentine's Day when you hand them out? Why am I blanking? When kids go to class and hand out Valentine's Day, what are they called? Somebody help me out. Valentine's, I guess? I felt like there was another word for it. Valentine's Day cards? I guess. Okay. For some reason, I thought there was like some technical word that I'm thinking of. I guess, so instead of doing little Valentine's Day little cards, how cute would it be if your kid did these little keychains for their kids in their class? Isn't this fun? And then you're going to see all the kids with them on their backpack at school because you had the coolest Valentine's handouts. They're seriously so cute. So we have the one with the bow heart. We have the I'm yours, no refund. And then we have the XOXO. An exchange? I don't know why grams, Valentine's Day grams. I think that's what I was thinking of. Thank you. I think I was thinking of grams. Okay, so do you guys want to see how easy these are? And we'll do one together really quick. Do we want to do the XOXO or the I'm Yours? You guys let me know. Let me get my little sanding block. Just in the comments, let me know if we should do the I'm Yours or the XOXO. Let me turn my air down. It's getting warm in here. Whew. Okay. What do we want to do? If you go to It's Pretty Personal, you're going to type in love. And that's going to allow you to go on, and it's going to say new product drop right on the banner. All right, I'm seeing I'm Yours. I'm seeing XOXO. What if we just do both? We can do that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with removing my paper protective seal on both sides. That's exactly what it is, Balto. Exactly. There we go. This is my new Poke Pal. Look, Miranda made me one for Valentine's Day because all of my ones were for Christmas. So Miranda made me a Valentine's Day one. All right. Okay, so I like to just make sure that we have it lined up. So we're applying the UV on the correct side. So you can see how it fits perfect. Let me get my UV resin. And then my little cups. Alrighty. So let's start by applying our UV and then we'll glitter the back. So the UVs are made to fit the acrylic blanks perfect for the kit, okay? Just gonna go ahead, make sure that we have it on the right side so everything is gonna line up perfectly. And remember, once you place it down, there's no moving it around, all right? So I'm gonna use my squeegee, get all of that pushed down, then remove our transfer. Oh, my apron, thank you guys. I'll grab it in just a second. Look at how cute. I know it's hard to see. Hold on, I have a little piece of my Y. There we go. Look at how perfect. Isn't that cute? Isn't that fun? All right, let me get my apron on. Then we got to decide what glitter color. I'm kind of feeling the raspberry radiance. You know what I love about putting my UV on first too? Is I could put the glitter behind it and see how it's gonna look. So look. I'm thinking the raspberry. What do you guys think? Happy Friday! You guys, I've been live so much this week, it's crazy. We're going on like 10 hours of me being live this week. Yeah, I'm thinking the raspberry too. Good morning. Hi, Francesca. Oh, thanks. This hoodie we did as a merch drop like 5 years ago. This was a fun one. Yeah, I did. We used to offer these hoodies like 5 years ago. Long time ago. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and sand the back. Lori, it should be in the cart. There's a box for you to enter it. If you're logged in to ShopPay, make sure you log out. So if it has you automatically logged into ShopPay, go ahead and click the button that says check out as guest. For some reason, if you were logged into ShopPay, it makes checking out a nightmare. All right, so I'm just wiping off. The glitter bundle is sold out. Hold on. Did you guys sell me out of the glitter bundle already? Let me check. Oh my God, it is. You guys are crazy. Okay, so the bundle is out. I'm wondering. Yeah, you guys sold me out of the bundle. I'm even trying to think if I could even add more. All right. Hold on. I am going to add 10 more of the bundle right now. Hold on. Let me just take out my inventory because I literally only have what I have of these glitter colors. So let me just remove the inventory from the 3 individual listings. And I'm going to add 10 more of the glitter bundles right now. So get ready, guys. Get ready, all right? Okay, 10 more are on. Go, 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 go. If you had it in your cart, go. I added 10 more. And then once those 10 sell out, it's just going to be what is available individual. Go, 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 go. All right. I know. The password is love, L-O-V-E. Let me set up my light. Go, guys. I had no idea that it was going to go that fast. That's why I beg for you guys to do your wish list, because it kind of gives us an idea of how many people are going to be snatching it when it drops. So once those 10 sell out, I'll only have what's available individual. Oh, thanks, Rose. All right. So I have my UV resin and my glitter. You guys, this glitter is even prettier in UV resin. Hold on, let me add a little bit more and I'll show you. So this is the Raspberry Radiance. It almost looks like the color of my sweatshirt. Doesn't it? Raspberry Radiance. It's so pretty. All right. So I like my texture to be like a thicker honey consistency. I sanded the back of the acrylic and I wiped it down with my alcohol to get that dust off. Now I'm just going to go ahead and place my UV resin and glitter mixture and spread it to the edge. Thanks for the gifts, guys. You guys, I've been trying after I get off a live, like it shows you like your most interactive and your top gifters. I've been trying to follow you guys. If I follow too many people at once, it like tells me that I'm like acting like spam. But I have been trying to do that in my past couple lives. All right, so I'm just gonna take, guys, if I miss comments, I am not confident enough to spread UV resin and not look. So feel free to answer questions in the comments if you guys know the answers. I'm just bringing this to the edge without going over. You can't get an IPP, JT? Is anybody else having an issue? Is anybody else having an issue? All right. No, I got in and bought it. No. JT, did your husband block you from IPP? You get in through here. I don't see anybody else having a problem. It won't load. Let me just do up around here, then I'll try on my desktop. You should. Try maybe turning your Wi-Fi off. I feel like I have to do that sometimes when I'm shopping on a site if it's not loading. I just said that word. I'm gonna get in trouble. All right. The bundle is gone. All right, so I don't have what we need to get more of the bundles loaded, but feel free to grab items individually. Once those glitters are gone, they are gone. They are limited edition. I don't even have what I need to load more. I would absolutely love to load more, especially with how fast those went, but I don't even have them in stock. Here, let me see if I take the password off, if that helps with the speed. The password, I took it off, seeing if that would help with loading. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cure this for 180. While this is curing, do we want to do another one? We can do the XOXO. All right, so I'm going to remove my paper protective seal from the front and the back. I definitely recommend removing the seal from the front and the back when doing these because it allows you to line up the decal exactly. You don't want to glitter the wrong side because the acrylic backing is literally sized to fit the decal perfectly. So if you put it on the back by mistake, the decal's not gonna line up right. Oh my goodness, this one is stubborn. There we go. Welcome in, guys. Okay, so here's my acrylic. Then I can go ahead and line it up to see exactly where the decal goes. So I'm just kind of putting it over there. You see how it fits the decal perfectly? So I'm going to go ahead and place my UV decal on first so there's no confusion about putting it on the wrong side. Give her a good rub down. Brandy, so we actually have a print and cut option where you can upload your own images for us to cut acrylics for you. So if you go to the custom printing drop down, it's going to say print and cut. That's going to be a gang sheet for you to do badge reels. Look at how cute. Yeah, perfect. Now, what color are we thinking for this? What color do we think? So this is Rose and Rust. Then we have Lover's Lane Luxe. And then we have the Raspberry Radiance. I'm seeing a vote for Rose and Rust. Rose and Rust. Yeah, I think Rose and Rust would be good. I'm gonna go ahead and sand the back. You need a blue and red now decal. Lori, you can do custom uploads for print and cuts right on It's Pretty Personal. So these are sold as is, but you can do a custom gang sheet for the print and cut. Ashley, you can go on to the print and cut option and look in the clip art folders. So you're gonna build a custom print and cut gang sheet, and if you go down to the R images, there's gonna be all of the clip art there to choose from. All right. The glitter bundle won't restock, Irma. I mean, you can add it to your wish list, but it's not gonna restock. All right, so we said Rose and Rust. The Poke Pals are from the Creation Station. I think they may have a TikTok shop, but they are on TikTok. All right, a little bit more UV. Oh, this mix is so pretty. Look at Rose and Rust. How cute would this be for like a Western cowboy Valentine's Day because of that bronze in there? It's pretty. All right, do you guys want to see how this one came out? So this is the I'm Yours, No Refund. You can see we have the keychain hole right here. I'm Yours, No Refund. So far we did the I'm Yours and the bow. Isn't it so cute? I love it. All right, now we are going to do the XOXO. Put it down in the center and work that glitter and UV mixture out to the edge. Oh, there she is. You see the Creation Station? She just commented, good morning. That's where the Poke Pal's from. Good morning. There you go. It's pinned if you're watching on TikTok. All right, Just working our way to the edge. Don't rush this step because you don't want it to go over the edge and you have to clean up a mess. You just got a notification. Good morning. All right. So the only spot I have left is up around the keychain hole. You missed everything. And I'm just gonna work the glitter and the UV up around that hole to look nice and pretty. Perfect. Good morning, guys. And we'll put that to cure. I don't have the I'm not using the cowbell holder because there's UV on the other side and I wasn't sure if it would stick with the UV applied. Usually I use the cowbell holder on a flat acrylic surface, but I haven't tried it with the UV on the front. Oh, Mom just got home. How is she doing? Is she doing okay? All right, guys, so I have 2 cups that we can work on while this is curing. Let's go ahead and pick what we want to do. I have a snow globe. If you wanted to do a snow globe with one of the glitter colors from today with the UV on the front. Hi, Nicole. You missed my face. I've been live so much this week. I'm exhausted. I'm here. We can do a snow globe or we can do a patchwork helper. What do we want to do? Do we want to do the snow globe or a patchwork helper first? I did the coffee bear ornaments. Oh, Holly, that's buried. I'm going to have to see if I can find it. It's somewhere. It's probably in the FB posted. Patchwork, patchwork, patchwork. All right, everybody is going for patchwork. So we can do that. All right, we're gonna put this to the side and let this cure. We'll show it off once she's done. For the patchwork helper, the sheet that the sheet that I'm doing is B723. Thank you, Nicole. And I wrapped it around a 22-ounce hog that I've had for years. So this is definitely a big boy. She thick, all right? So I wrapped my 22-ounce, what do they call this, a fatty? I don't know, I can't keep up with all the cool kid terms. The cat comes next week, Juliet. I'm so excited. So this is number B723. Okay, so we have it, you just wrap it like a full sheet. So basically, you can see I have a little bit of an overlap. Oh, I already got restricted again. I have 2 restrictions now. Hold on, guys. I'm over it. Okay. It's so ridiculous, guys. I just want to craft. I'm getting ready to get off and tell you guys to go find me on the other platforms. You can do that, you know. Okay. So should we do that before I get in any more trouble? Since I have 2 now. Guys, if you're watching me on TikTok, I am still elsewhere on FB, the page, the group, I'm on the tube and I'm on IG. I'm gonna get off of TikTok now because I already have 2 restrictions and I don't need any more. All right, so go to the link in my bio and find me on the other platforms. We're still recording. We're still going. I love you guys. I'm sorry, JT. JT, go try IG. Love you guys. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't want them to be like, you can't go live ever again. And now I can say whatever I want. So, I am using the grid sheet helper. What did we say it was? B723 from itsprettypersonal.com. Okay. TikTok is way too sassy. I'm over it. And I wrapped a 22-ounce fatty from Hog. I don't know how long ago I've had this for a while. So, the glitter colors that Nicole found me on Instagram. Hey girl, hey. Yeah, guys, so if you're watching, I have Instagram, YouTube, Facebook page, Facebook group. So we're in 4 places right now. TikTok is being mean. So here we are. The 4 colors that I picked, so on the grid sheet helper, you have like suggestion squares for glitter. Hi guys, you guys found me. We deliver worldwide, guys. There are suggestion squares in your patchwork. So we have like a red suggestion square, we have a gold, and we have a pink. So the colors that I picked to go with this, I'm going to use medium red velvet. There's no password. The website is open now. So I'm going to use medium red velvet. I'm going to use pink tiara for my lighter pink. And then I'm torn. So I pulled Golden Goddess, but this definitely feels more like a Golden Nugget. What do we think? This is Golden Goddess. This is Golden Nugget. Or I can mix them together. What do we think? Should we mix them together or should we just do Golden Nugget? What do I seal with? I seal with Rust-Oleum Gloss Clear. Rust-Oleum Gloss Clear. We can mix them. I think mixing is a good idea. Let me get a little measuring cup. And then I'll grab my sealer because it's sitting right over here anyway. If you want to see what I mix with. This is, or what I seal with the Rust-Oleum Gloss Clear. Ooh, everybody on Facebook is saying Golden Nugget. I just saw 2 for mix. So I'm going to mix them. I'll do more Golden Nugget than Golden Goddess, but we'll mix them. But first what I want to do is I want to tape off my bottom because I'm going to make my butt in red velvet. So let's start off by taping off the bottom. Let me put you down a little bit. I'm going to shift you guys over now that I am 1 device short. There we go. Okay. Everybody can see. So I'm going to go ahead and tape off my bottom. Hi guys, welcome from TikTok. I'm so sorry they're being butt heads over there. I didn't only get 1 violation, I got 2 because I said that this was from Hog. Because God forbid you say something isn't from TikTok shop. They'll come after you. Hi Diane, you found me, girlfriend. All right, so I'm taping off my bottom. And the tape that I use is just the green frog tape. It's like painter's tape. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go around and make sure that my paint tape edge is down nice and firm. And then we're gonna paint our butt red and get that glittered. Oh guys, this is done. Our XOXO is done. Isn't she so cute? Why are you trying to tap the screen on IG? I love you, Nicole. I love you. The glitter bundle did sell out, but whatever is available individually, you can go ahead and grab. These are limited edition colors, so once they sell out, they are gone. So here's the XOXO. Then we have the I'm Yours, no refunds. And then we did this one on Wednesday, which was the heart bow. So these are the 3 keychain kits that we dropped today. I did want to say, yes, they are for keychains. And they come with the perfect UV and the kissed cut acrylic. So everything fits perfect. I do want to say about the keychains. The keychains are going to be available for drop only. So they'll be available Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then they're gone. And then I'll have 3 new keychains available next week. I do have the files if you want to build a custom keychain print and cut gang sheet. But it does, so if you buy the kit, it comes with the acrylic and the decal together. It has it on the listing as well. It comes with the acrylic and the UV decal. So it comes ready to go. They are going to come individually only for the weekend that they drop. Once it is Sunday, we're going to start working on the next drop. So like these are the 3 that I have available for this drop. And then they'll disappear on Sunday. If you need more, you can always build a custom gang sheet with them for print and cut. And then like next week, you guys are going to get, do you guys want a little taste of next week? I'm already working on my next week ones, okay? Next week, this is next week. So this will only be available the weekend of drop for next week, okay? Look, my emotional support cup. Next week. And then, this is so me. I need an Alani. Next week. So, they are going to be available as individual kits only for the weekend that they drop. So if you want to try one to see if you love it, grab them before Sunday. They disappear Sunday night. And then next week we have 3 more options. If you need more, you can always build a custom print and cut gang sheet. I have a file folder that will say acrylic keychain files if you want to build a custom one. But for you to grab them individual is only for the weekend of drop. And it says all of that on the listing. I'm telling you guys, I don't write these long, crazy long listings to be a pain in the butt. I do it because I get asked the same questions all the time. And it's easier for me just to copy and paste all that information instead of me retyping it every question. So they are little tiny keychain blanks. So they already come with the hole for the keychain blank. You got your order in. I can't show the glitter for next week. That would be too much. You're cute though, Lala. You're cute. But you see the theme. You see the theme. Diane's making it from app to app. Okay, so Diane, you've been on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Which one's your favorite view? Which one's your favorite view? Alrighty. So, because my bottom of my cup is white from the sub cup, aren't they so cute, Lori? She said Facebook is her favorite. I am going to use, this is called Breaking Dawn from Adhesive Apothecary. It's one of her cauldron colors. It is a like red pigment primer base adhesive, all of that fun stuff. All right. You need the one that says my emotional support hoodie. That's cute, Holly. Holly, if you find the image, we can always custom cut it for you on the custom gang sheet, the custom print and cut gang sheet. Diane's coming back to Facebook. The puzzle keychains will restock probably next week. All right. Let me go ahead and get it on my stick so we're easy to handle over here. So I'm going to go ahead in with my Breaking Dawn from Adhesive Apothecary. And we're going to paint that around. I put way too much on here, but it's all right. Rather have too much than too little, they say. Put some on my napkin over here. There we go. I'm going around my edge. So we are completely covered. Make sure you don't have any pools of adhesive. Alrighty. Thanks, Holly, you too. The stick. Hold on, somebody said, get the stick. You like the Facebook view too? All right, so this is medium red velvet. This is probably my favorite red color that we have. So if you are looking to stock up for Valentine's Day, this is a good one. So the medium cut is a mix between small and medium, hence the name medium. And it is going to give you a little bit more bling than just your typical fine, but it is easy to lay down flat. Look at how pretty that is. So this is medium red velvet. All right. The glitter bundle did sell out. Oh my goodness, guys. JT just entered the Facebook chat. Welcome to the dark side, JT. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and peel off this painter's tape. There's one little spot I want to clean up for a sec. There we go. Look at how pretty. So there's our red butt. Isn't it so pretty? That's like the most satisfying. This is the most satisfying tape pull, isn't it? All right, so red velvet. Now I have this square here that is my red suggestion. So since I am already working with the red, let's go ahead and get that square over with. JT, it's Jennifer. Jennifer's her government name. I know when you think of JT, I want to be like, JT, but it's Jennifer on Facebook. I am going to go ahead and tape off the square that we are working on. Disappearing comments land. I was live on TikTok and then I got violated twice. So I said, before we get in any more trouble, let's get out of this place before they really try to get rid of me. So I ended my live on TikTok, but we are continuing the party over here. I'm just cutting my tape a little bit thinner so it doesn't touch my wet glitter down here. There we go. Okay, then I just need 2 more strips. Violated. I feel violated. All right. It's so nice though not to have to worry about the words I'm saying. It's exhausting. You know what? It's literally, not to talk about another platform on these other platforms, sorry. It's like talking to a current husband about an ex-boyfriend. Is that equivalent? But they're going to make it so people hate going live over there. That's literally what it is going to. I mean, it's already happening. It's not fun. It's not fun when you have to be like criticized for everything you say. Who wants to pull out money? Listen, I don't even think we have anything near as enough that it would require in all three of my chats, all of us put together. I have the name of one that I want to send you for your husband to look at. I have the name of one that I want to send you. All right. So I taped off my square. I'm just going to continue. Is that my only red? Yeah, the other ones. I'm just going to use this red just because I already have it. I don't have to use red because my square color is red on the base of this. So I could have just went in this with a transparent adhesive, but since we have the red ready. That makes sense. Makes sense in my head. All right. All right. Go ahead and get our medium red velvet in that square. We are all covered. Smack it. And then put all of that glitter. You guys look at, and I've been kind of messy. I still have a completely full shaker. I know, and you found me on TikTok. It's so sad. Well, it's the one good thing we got out of it, right? We found each other. I found a lot of you guys on TikTok. But they're switching all kind of rules over there, and it's exhausting. Okay. Yes, you do have to leave extra space on the acrylic ink sheet for the acrylic to cut. I have the exact amount that you need to leave on the listing. I don't know it off the top of my head. But yes, you do need to leave space. Can you show us the seam on your cup? Yeah. This is the first fatty that I did with the patchwork helper too. But I'll show you where the seam is. Actually, I'm glittering on the seam. Isn't that funny? I'll show you though. Let me just get this piece of tape off. Come on. I'm trying to get it without getting my fingers all in the wet glitter. Hold on, I have my Pokey Pal sitting next to me. There we go. So here is our red square. And then if you want to see the seam is right there down. So you can see in the light, which you won't notice once I put epoxy on this, you can see my two pieces of vinyl that overlapped right there. You can see where my two pieces of vinyl overlapped right there. But that is where my seam is. No, so if your order has not been processed, if you need to make a change, you have to email me. Do not place a second separate order. As long as your order has not shipped, I can make changes. If your order has shipped, meaning the shipping label has been purchased for that weight, I can't change anything. You're going to want to email me your order number, what you want to add, and how many. And email it to info@itsprettypersonal.com. As long as I get that before your order is processed, I can make the changes. Once the order has been processed, we can't add anything. But do not make 2 separate orders because that's just going to be a shipping label disaster. Oh, Kelly likes Facebook. All right. So there's our red. Let me see if I have another brush so I don't have to run and clean this. I do have to run and clean this. Let me go run and clean this red out of this brush really quick. But go ahead here. This is what we have so far. Let me go get this red out of this. Oh wait, I have a bowl of water right here. How convenient. Let me see if this will work. I may not even have to leave you guys. I had a bowl of the hot water. Do you have a video of you making the kiss cut acrylic pieces as you would on the computer? Like building a gang sheet? I don't have one for the acrylic, but it would be the same steps of building just a normal gang sheet, which I think we do have a couple videos on our Instagram and TikTok of that. But I haven't done one of the acrylic. Honestly, it's not much different than just leaving a little bit of space so the laser can cut your acrylic without making it one big piece, if that makes sense. So this is what we call our patchwork helper. So it's a sheet of vinyl that goes over the entire tumbler, and then you tape off your suggested glitter sections and glitter it. And when you're done, it looks like you used all the different vinyls and lining and patchwork and glitter. And it's honestly in a lot less steps than what it would typically take. People are so cute. Bye, Jack. Never let go, Jack. Never. Perfect. Alrighty, so let's do the gold next. So we said we wanted to mix the 2 golds. So I'm going to go in with Golden Goddess. I know, JT, when you sent me that video, I was dying. Aw, hope everything's all right, Kelly. I'm happy that you're able to hang out with us. All right, so I don't need a lot because the gold area is a lot smaller. I can't. And then, so that's Golden Goddess, and then I'm gonna go in with Golden Nugget. And mix those 2 together. I think that's gonna be pretty. So that's Golden Nugget and Golden Goddess. Does Facebook have a reminder you're on? I think if you respond to going to events, you get a notification. If I'm right. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and tape off our gold. So I'm just placing my painter tape on the outer edges. Yeah, you can do the whole thing just with cheat glitter if that's easier too. All right, so I did that square. Wonder if we should just do both squares at once. So I'm just trying to hold the cup in place without putting my fingers in wet glitter. You can't find me on TikTok. I'm not live on TikTok right now. I had to leave them because they violated me twice. All right. One more little piece of tape. Yeah, they don't like me over there. I think I'm on TikTok shit list. They're not nice. Okay, so I taped off both of my gold sections. Since we're gonna have the gold glitter out, we might as well just do it at the same time. Okay, for my adhesive, I'm going to use Adhesive Apothecary's Magic Tack. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit on the area. Then come in with my paintbrush and make sure that we cover that entire square with the adhesive so we get our glitter to stick where we want it to stick. All right. Oh, thanks, guys. I know I saw everybody starting to piece together vinyl and grid sheet helpers and all of that, and I'm like, there has to be an easier way. I'm just trying to get my glitter on there without going into the red. Perfect. And let's pull off that tape. All right, so we had our gold section down there glittered. Then we have our gold section up here. Just gonna put a little dab of my Magic Tack. Again, I am super heavy-handed. You don't need that much. I'm telling you guys, I'm like jaded. Years ago, this has to be like 6 or 7 years ago, I was live once putting epoxy on a cup and I didn't mix enough epoxy and it was fast set. So I went to mix another batch of epoxy and then the epoxy on my cup started to set up and I was like terrified. That's when I used to be scared of going live, and then that happened. And I was like, I'm never going to not mix enough again, ever. So now I just use too much of everything. Yeah, guys, this is so easy. Don't overthink it. I mean, you can even try to freehand the squares for the patches, but I just like a clean, crisp edge. So look at our gold square. So we have our red and our gold done. Our gold on the bottom, our red on the bottom. The only section that we have left is this pink section. So let's go ahead and clean up this gold. Clean up that gold, and then we're going to tape off that pink. I'm telling you, the hardest part about doing this, if you don't want to wait between glitters for dry time, is trying to get your tape on without touching the wet glitter. I think that is the most complex step of this. Other than that, it's super, super easy. That's not long enough. So that's what we have, the two. So we have two more strips that are gonna butt up against this wet gold. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut a straight edge so I could butt up perfectly to that gold square. Yeah, this is the green frog tape. So I cut that straight edge so I can just go right up to that gold. If you go to itsprettypersonal.com, we have an entire section of the patchwork patterns. Everything that is done directly on the website, itsprettypersonal.com. So this is going to be our last glitter square, and then this baby is going to sit to dry, and then it will be ready for clear sealer and epoxy. I feel like epoxy is not a one size fits all. You have to find an epoxy that works well with you, your humidity, your temperature, your environment. If you use an epoxy that doesn't mesh well with you, it can definitely be discouraging, but once you find one that works for you, you're gonna be obsessed with the epoxy tumblers. All right, so I'm just going in with my adhesive apothecary, what is this called, Magic Tack? Yeah, Magic Tack over my pink suggested patchwork square, and I'm just hand painting right up to that gold. Make sure you have coverage everywhere, all of your edges. It's the worst when you think you have everything covered and then you dump your glitter on and there's a dry spot. All right. And then the pink that I'm gonna use is Pink Tiara. Tiara, tomato. Just a pretty light pink. How pretty that is. Go ahead and put this glitter away, then we'll peel our tape off. The tape feel is my favorite. Look at how clean. All right. So there is our pink. Let me put you guys like head on so you can see. So this is the Patchwork Helper Sheet B723. We wrapped it around a 22-ounce fatty from Hog. I don't even know if they make these anymore. This cup is like probably 5 years old. We taped off our sections. We glittered the suggested glitter spots in matching glitter colors. This is Pink Tiara. This we mixed Golden Goddess and Golden Nugget. And then for the red, it's one of my favorites. It's this medium cut of Red Velvet. And my next step for this would be to allow it to dry for about an hour. Take my clear sealer and do 2 to 3 light coats of clear sealer. You don't want to put too much on at once because then you're going to start getting wet drip marks of the clear sealer, and your vinyl may even bubble from being too saturated. So you don't want to do that. The key is to do 2 to 3 light coats. So you're going to go ahead and spray this once, let it dry for about 30 minutes, spray it again, let it dry for about 30 minutes, and go in one more time to be safe. Then once that clear sealer is completely dried, I always say about an hour. That's kind of like my go-to. Once that is completely dry, then you're going to go in with your epoxy. So just to show you size difference as well, this is the 22-ounce fatty. Here is a 30-ounce that I did. Here's the 30-ounce Western one that I did. So the nice part about having the 12 by 12 sheet is you can basically wrap almost any straight size tumbler in the Patchwork helper. So here's the 22-ounce in the new Patchwork helper that dropped today. Here is a 30-ounce straight in, okay, somebody said hog still makes a fatty. Perfect. Yeah, I got this one years ago. So here's like a 30-ounce. Here's the 22-ounce, both 12 by 12 Patchwork helper sheets to wrap around it. Super easy. Any questions on Patchwork helpers? Let me know now. And then if not, we can move on to a snow globe tumbler if you guys want to hang out. Any questions? While I wait for you guys, because I know my comments are probably about 45 seconds delayed. So I'm going to start cleaning up if you guys are typing and I just haven't seen it yet. Don't be intimidated. It's literally as simple as wrapping your cup in vinyl and adhesive and glittering in a box. Do not be intimidated. I think it looks like I spent so much more time on that tumbler than I really did because we took the shortcut with the Patchwork helper. The clear spray is the Rust-Oleum 2x Gloss Clear. Can I screenshot the clear? Here you go. You want to screenshot that? They have it at Home Depot, Lowe's, your hardware store. Anywhere you can find spray paint, you're going to find this. So that is a super important step too. When I first started making tumblers in 2017, spray sealing really wasn't a thing yet. You're welcome. The importance of the spray sealing is when you go over your tumbler with epoxy and a gloved hand and you're rubbing your epoxy over the tumbler, if you do not, Happy New Year guys, if you do not spray seal that glitter put as you rub your hand over the tumbler, your glitter is going to start traveling over what I call your bare vinyl. And you're going to have pieces of glitter over your vinyl, which irks me. I know it happens, but that is probably one of my biggest pet peeves. So that's why I do 3 coats of the clear sealer, so I can literally freeze that glitter in those squares and not have floating, moving glitter when I apply my epoxy, if that makes sense. I like glitter to be where glitter is supposed to be and vinyl to be free of glitter where I want it. All right, just clean this up and then we'll do a snow globe. Oh, thanks. I'm so excited, guys. So the goal is to have a couple of keychains a week. And then obviously I'm going to be adding the files. If you wanted to do a custom print and cut of more keychains or of past keychains, that's where those files will be founded. Will be found. So you can always do a custom print and cut, but we're just gonna drop the couple of the keychain designs every week. And then if you need more, you can do a custom. All right. Do you guys want me to do the whole process of sealing the top rim as well with the UV resin? Hold on. I've been using the Counterculture DIY resin. Hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry. I ordered a bundle. Today I ordered another bundle, and now I would like to add to my order again. Red velvet. Hold on, let me just add this to this order before it gets shipped. Yeah, we'll seal the top. Okay. Can the keychains be used as acrylic flatbacks for badge rails? They can, but there's just gonna have that little hole for the keychain to attach. But they could absolutely, they're 2 inches in width. So they can definitely be used for a badge reel as long as you don't mind that little hole. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to take my Snow Glow Blank. I get these from Sweary Kim. Let me put you down so you can see what I'm doing. Then I am going to take my UV resin and have it drip inside the inner wall of the snow globe. So my UV resin is dripping down from the bottom hole of the tumbler in the inner wall. And we're just gonna go ahead and put enough where it could go ahead and make its rounds all the way around that top rim and seal that top rim of that voided space. So to show you what we're talking about here, my UV resin is making its way around that top rim, and this top voided space here is slowly starting to fill with the uncured UV resin. So it's slowly making its way around and it's gonna fill in that voided area. Oh yeah, that is true, Sarah. That would be cute. Sarah said you can add a little charm to hang from that hole if you wanted to use it as a badge reel. And you can see it's slowly making its way around. Where it's gonna meet on the other side. Where that UV resin is gonna meet on the other side. And then fill in that voided space. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let this sit here. Let gravity do its thing. And allow that to fill that area before we cure it. Let me just answer. Okay. Does the same process apply for putting vinyl and glitter on a glass vase? Yeah, I mean, as long as it's a flat, smooth surface. Are you gonna epoxy over the vinyl and glitter? So you can see where the air is working its way up. That top rim is almost completely full. We just have that little bit of air right here that's slowly working its way up. You guys, that cup is so pretty. Something about this red velvet. Just look at how pretty that color is. This is probably this is my favorite red that we have. So if you're looking for a good Valentine's Day red, red velvet, this is the medium cut. We have it in the XL and a fine as well. The medium just hits different. Then we have pink tiara if you're looking for a pretty pastel pink. And then we mixed Golden Goddess, and I can't remember this one, Golden Nugget. Golden Nugget and Golden Goddess for that gold. But look how pretty red velvet. I feel like it steals the show. All right, we have one more little air bubble. I'm just waiting for it to make its way up. Isn't it so pretty? And I love how easy the sheets are. Like, we have gotten so spoiled with our V-split helpers, our grid sheet helpers, our patchwork helpers, our versatile helpers. We've gotten so spoiled with how easy it is. Okay, do you want to see my trick with the bubbles in the rim? Let me go and fill up my bowl with warm water and I'll show you the trick to that. Hang on one second. Okay, so my trick to get those little bubbles out of that UV resin is we have a water cooler in the warehouse and there's a cold water setting and a hot water setting. So I take a bowl and I fill it with the hot water setting. You can see the steam coming up. And we're going to put that sealed rim down into that hot water. So when UV resin or resin in general gets warm, it thins out. So basically what I am doing is I am heating this UV resin from the outer wall to make it thinner. And if the UV resin is thinner, then naturally those bubbles are going to pop. So 3 of the bubbles, I'm literally watching it pop in the water. I'll show you guys. Look. It came up already. I was gonna say, you can see the bubble traveling up. So there are no more bubbles now. So thinning out that UV resin has completely made those bubbles just rise and pop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my UV light, my CCDIY UV light, tip it on the side, and stick my cup in to cure. So this is now going to cure that wet UV resin in that top rim. What was the paint you used before the glitter? It was the Adhesive Apothecary, the Cauldron colors. This is just the red one called Breaking Dawn. So I'm gonna let that cure for 180 seconds. And then I'm gonna flip it over. Okay, and for this tumbler, I was thinking, because I definitely want to do a glitter from today in a UV decal. Terry, I see your comment that says clear, but I'm not sure what you're referring to. And I'm going to do the Rosé and Rust. Bye, Juliet. So we can do the Rosé and Rust. Or do we want a custom mix one? All right, so this one went ahead and cured the top. Now I'm gonna flip it over and cure this bottom half of this tumbler for 180 seconds. Before the pink glitter. Yeah, I used just the clear magic tack. There was no paint for the pink or the gold. The only paint one that I used was the Breaking Dawn because of the bottom of the cup was white. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Kelly. So I'm thinking I want to do something really pretty. What if, it's always dangerous when I start with what if, isn't it? The clear tack it. So it's Adhesive Apothecary Magic Tack is the clear. What if I did, should we do the Cupid's Hot Mess or like the Valentine's Day mashup? We did the Valentine's Day mashup. I think I want to custom mix a glitter. I'm going to go grab a couple of colors of pink because I think we could make this really pretty. Bear with me. Sidetrack. This wasn't the plan. Okay, I had an idea. Oh no, it was a lot. So I had to stop on TikTok because I got 2 violations, Kendra. They weren't nice to me today. So this is what I'm thinking. Look at all of these Valentine's Day colors I pulled. So I have Drop It Like It's Hot XL, Wino XL, Pink Cashmere. Look at it's like the color of my sweatshirt. Pink Cashmere in the XL, Strawberry Wine in the XL, and Candy Raspberry. I kind of feel like I want to mix all of these together. I think it's going to be really pretty. Okay, so this is how the cup turned out, which is perfect. Now that the top and bottom is cured. Oh, my hand's too fat to get in here. It's just steamy from the hot water. But look at our top rim. It is completely clear with no bubbles. So this is completely sealed with no bubbles. Okay. So for our glitter, I'm going to get creative. You guys, it doesn't even feel like Friday, right? Isn't it weird? This week is weird. I don't like it when the Christmas Eve holidays and the New Year's Eve holidays fall in the middle of the week. I feel like it messes us all up for 2 solid weeks. All right, Candy Raspberry XL. Look at this color. Look at Candy Raspberry. Then I'm going to go in with Drop It Like It's Hot XL. Wino. Thanks for the stars, Leah. Wino XL. Pink Cashmere. All in the XL cut. And Strawberry Wine in the XL. All right, let's mix this up. It does feel like a Monday. It's so weird. You guys, look at how pretty this mix is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at how good it's gonna look. All right. Then we're gonna do our alcohol wash, or whatever they call it. So I'm taking my 91% alcohol, putting it in my chunky glitter, and mixing it together. They say this prevents the finer cut in the mixes from clumping and causing like trapping little air pockets in the snow globe. I feel like I've seen a difference since doing this. A lot of people say that they dry their glitter out. I don't do that. I literally, how pretty. You like, I want to like eat it. Don't eat the glitter, guys. So I don't do that. I just go straight into my solution. So then I'm going to go in with my Adhesive Apothecary Suspended Flow. This is the bottle that we have available on It's Pretty Personal. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up, and then we will mix her up. Look at how pretty. Isn't that a pretty mix? It's like the perfect Valentine's Day mashup. I love it. All right, we're gonna take our snow globe. take our cowbell stand. I have noticed that I haven't been able to get airflow, which has been causing traffic jams in my cowbell stand, but I think that's because I have all of this caked up Duraclear for my Christmas ornaments on it. Let's see if this fixes it. All right, let's see if that works. So if you get a traffic jam, you just come in with your PokePal and open that back up. What would happen if you added some fairy dust? I feel like the fairy dust would get lost in this mix. I think fairy dust is really good for like opal mixes, but because all of these colors in this mix are so solid, I honestly don't think it's going to make much of a difference in this snow globe. But it would be really good to add a fairy dust like Twinkle Toes into like Opal Palace. That would be beautiful. More of your transparent films. These are all solid holographic films, so it's not going to do the fairy dust any justice. So it doesn't have that airflow up there, so that's why I have to baby it in. Basically, we're trying to put solution and glitter into, you see the air trying to escape? So we're putting glitter and solution, and there's nowhere for the air to escape, so we're basically replacing that airspace with solution, and the air has nowhere to go. So if I pick this up, it's going to go in a lot faster. Watch, let me get my little syringe. My little bent syringe. So I open that up and it flows right in. Isn't the glitter pretty? Watch. Watch when we shake it up and we get a close look at it. Look at how pretty this glitter is. Isn't that beautiful? It is such a good Valentine's Day mix. I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with just straight solution. and close in on that air pocket. So I'm going to tilt my cup for all of my air to be in one area. And we're going to go ahead and fill it up. Okay. Then I'm going to take my solution, put it in a cup. I'm going to fill what I call this bottom bowl so I can suck this air pocket out and put solution in. So I stick my bent syringe in, I suck out, and that space is going to get filled up with the solution that is in this bowl. This is quite the remix. Okay, now before I do it again, I'm just gonna cover up the hole and shake it to see if there's any air pockets hiding so we can get rid of all of the air before we put the plug in. You guys, look at how pretty. It matches my sweatshirt. Isn't it so pretty? So I'm just kind of tipping around, make sure that there's no, and you see how our top rim is sealed? So there's no glitter that traveled into that top area. I've been squirted in the face a time or two. I know what you mean, girl. All right, so all of my air is right there. So we're gonna go ahead and put the bottom bowl with our solution, suck out air, push in solution. The colors are so pretty. I have one little tiny bubble right here. There we go, got it. All right. The song that's on doesn't help. And I'm gonna take our plugs and plug up the bottom hole. Take our paper towel, dry it up. Look at how pretty. Isn't that so beautiful, guys? Oh, don't you love it? I thought it went with the Valentine's Day theme. So we have for today, every day the flash sale item changes. Today the flash sale item is the engagement ring acrylic hanger. All right. You guys know that I just need to clean up a little bit. Just a little. Oh, I can throw that in there. Perfect. Those colors are amazing. That is like my go-to for deep, sexy Valentines. You ready for the color names? This was a mixture of 5 different colors. You probably have them on your shelf. Okay, we have Candy Raspberry XL, Drop It Like It's Hot XL, Wino XL, Pink Cashmere XL, and Strawberry Wine XL. It is the prettiest Valentine's Day mashup. So let's get ready for our decal. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this down with alcohol. It's nice and dry. This is UV number 698. Push down in the center. Work my fingers out. Then go back to the center and rub our fingers out. Okay, slowly remove the transfer paper. It does match perfectly, doesn't it? Let me give you guys a head-on shot so the lighting is better. Oh, the Polaroid keychain is going to be back in stock. Yes, next week. So you ready for the color names? I just saw a comment. Somebody needs the color names again. It is Candy Raspberry XL, Drop It Like It's Hot XL, Wino XL, Pink Cashmere XL, and Strawberry Wine XL. Isn't it so pretty? Look, it does match my sweatshirt. Do you think the patchwork vinyl will look on acrylic tumbler? I don't really do vinyl sheets on my acrylic tumblers. I usually do UV DTFs. I don't think it would look bad, but I do think that it would probably look better on a stainless steel straight. Isn't it pretty? We got no bubbles. And I love the movement of the suspended flow because your glitter will still drop and move. So you still get twinkle, but it doesn't drop too fast. You're welcome. All right, guys. Is there any questions about what we did today? Vinyl and UVs are still available on the website. I know that the glitter was selling very fast. Let me just refresh and give you guys a heads up. I know, I love that color mix. I have Raspberry Radiance, which is what we used on this keychain here. I have this glitter color still in stock from Drop. Raspberry Radiance. This is also the keychain that just dropped. And then we have the Rosé and Rust, which were used on this one here. So in this snow globe was a mixture of 5 glitters that we just mixed together. So this is Rosé and Rust. The colors in this snow globe are Candy Raspberry XL, Drop It Like It's Hot XL, Wino XL, Pink Cashmere XL, and Strawberry Wine XL. You probably have them on your shelf. They're oldie but goodies, but look at how pretty they mix together. So the 2 cherishes that I still have available are the 2 that we used on these blanks. These blanks are also available until Sunday. After Sunday, they will be taken off. But we'll have new designs next week. They're going to change every week. We did a patchwork helper sheet. We used patchwork helper sheet B723 on this 22 ounce fatty. And then the glitter that we used for this was medium red velvet, pink tiara, and then we mixed golden goddess and golden nugget for this gold shade. The Polaroid and the puzzle piece will be restocked. Hold on, it won't let me see. The Bear snow globes are not coming back. They were limited edition. But the puzzle piece and the Polaroid will restock. Not this weekend, probably next week. So that's all I have, guys. We started off this live on TikTok, Facebook group, Facebook page, YouTube, and Instagram, but we got off of TikTok because we kept getting violated. I feel violated. So yeah, I'm going to have the replay on our Facebook page and our Facebook group for 30 days before Facebook takes it down. I will repost it on my Instagram wall if you want to watch it on Instagram, and I will have it posted on our YouTube because I've been live for like, how long has it been? 121 minutes. So because I've been live for 2 hours, YouTube is going to take probably 3 or 4 hours to upload. That's just how they roll, but it will be posted on YouTube and not taken down ever. So replay options are out there. That's why I record in so many different places for everybody. And I saw a lot of you guys this week. We were live Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So your girl's voice is hanging on by a thread. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm so excited to just craft and hang out with you guys and show you guys it doesn't have to be as hard as you may think. It's fun. Have fun with it. There's no right or wrong way to do something. You do it how it works for you. Like this whole warm bowl of water thing for my top rim to get all of the bubbles out, that was literally an experiment on my part. And I'm like, this should work because when it's warmer, it's thinner. And when it's thinner, the bubbles rise. And when the bubbles rise, the bubbles pop. So there's no right or wrong way to do anything. I just like to share with you guys what I find out because clearly I am all about shortcuts. My patchwork helper, my V-split helper, my grid sheet helper, my cheat glitter. Like if I can make crafting easier and fun, I am. So that's what we're about here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Vinyl and UVs are still available. 2 out of the 3 cherished glitters are still available. Grab them while you can. If you guys want the keychains, they will only be available until Sunday. After Sunday, they will be taken down for individual purchase. And if you want them, you would have to build a custom gang sheet. The ombre helper, that was all you, JT. The ombre helper was all JT. She just doesn't want to spray paint in the cold. So that's all I have, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I love you. I love you. And I can't wait to see you with our new cat. Wait, hold on. I know I told you guys I have a lot of appointments next week. Let's look. Don't make fun of my planner. I'm a paper planner kind of girl. I have an appointment Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday next week. I have doctors Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So that means that I am open Wednesday, Friday to hang out with you guys. And Wednesday, Havoc is going to be the star of the show. Our new kitten is going to be here. He's going to be in the office. He's going to be our office cat and our home cat. He's going to come to work with me every day. And his debut, you know what I mean, is Wednesday. So you're not going to want to miss Wednesday because that's when we're all going to meet our little man and fall in love. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Bye.